you're following basically the whole story of the movie through music. It's a musical, so you're following the whole thing. And me and Sebastian's theme, every single time it plays in their theme. It plays in the epilogue. It plays in the when they're in the planetarium. It plays throughout the whole time, you know. And like you hear it sometimes in the background, very very dimly, but it's there. And every single time you do, it just relates back to their characters. You know that something's happening, and the speed at which it plays, you already know it's either going to be sad, it's going to be happy, it's going to be whatever. You know, it means they're either in love or something major is happening. Like, you know, like at the end, you know, when he plays it very very slowly at the piano, you can feel the heartbreak in there, and it's just the way that the whole music has been brought out is incredible. And the fact that Damien Chazelle went to music school has a huge factor, because he's like, you know, directing and everything. He wants to make sure that the music is perfect and top notch for it.
I mean, the fact that Damien Chazelle, like you said, went to music school actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't know that before. Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at his filmography, right? Whiplash, this, Babylon. 3 movies where music plays such a big role, and that the score is just miles above everything else that was nominated. And it's all with Justin Hurwitz. It's all the same director, film composer for all 4 of Damien Chazelle's movie, including First Man. So, I mean, yeah, you put it perfectly. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good. It's just so good. I mean, like I was mentioning, I mean, I said we listen on repeat. It's Alvaro and I know for sure, and you'll probably end up doing it too.
Like I said, it's not in my playlist yet just because I haven't had time to do it, but it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's an incredible piece that is so strong and compelling to everybody. You just want to pick up a keyboard and like learn piano because of it. Like, you're just like, I want to do this.
Especially because it's not that hard to learn. It doesn't seem that hard to learn, especially.
It's not terrible. There are sequences for sure that are pretty difficult. Even in their theme, there's the end part of it is relative. Well, I'm sure for any seasoned musician who has been playing piano for a while could probably do it with ease. But at least from my point of view, I could see myself struggling with aspects of it. But it's a pretty slow moving piece, at least the theme part of it, and there's a couple of other ones. Even City of Stars is pretty slow moving as well. It's a little more difficult because it's a little jumpy. It's very jazz. So yeah, I just love the score so much. I really do.
Was there any kind of favorite point in the movie where you were like, you heard the soundtrack and you were like, I love this portion of it, by any chance?
The sequence where he's at the engagement of
one of his friends.
One of his friends, yeah. He plays, I guess, a very slow version of City of Stars. That I really liked. I was like, whoa, that's really good.
I really like the one where he's like alone on the pier and like dancing with the other lady. And that one is just so heartfelt. Yeah,
for me it was like the planetarium, but like mostly the part where they both look at each other. You can feel it in the music where they like the dun dun, and then they stare at the camera, and then they just start floating, and it's like it plays their theme, you know. Oh, I think
really good.
Yeah,
there's a couple of variations. I really love the mix and the epilogue. Just like, it's sort of every piece that you heard, and it's not just the pieces that you heard because they just want to put them out there again. It's really like each piece has an emotion connected to it because it has different sections of their story. So you're kind of listening to it all over again. So it starts with that like really slow and like hard hitting that we know their theme. We've heard it multiple times throughout the film, and then it moves to the very beginning when they first met, and then it just jumps around over and over again. It's like really good, and then it just hits really hard. You're just like up and down as a roller coaster.
Yeah. And then that sequence ends, and they're just staring at each other, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like we said, incredible score. It won original score at the Oscar. City of Stars won original song, and then they also had another song nominated at the Oscar for Audition, The Fools That Dream.
Oh yeah, I liked that. I didn't like hear the lyrics super well when I was watching the movie. So I listened to it again after, and I really tried to understand it. And it's a good one, actually. Yeah, I really like it. I can see why it got nominated.
Yeah, it's very powerful. It's by herself right when she was at the end there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it comes at a crucial point in her story and Mia's arc, right? So it makes sense. Don't want to say it was Oscar bait, but as people say, but that song was always going to be nominated.
Definitely.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, it just brings it back to like just understanding how amazing a soundtrack can be for an entire film. And I like the amount of work that was done in such a short amount of time too, 2 hours and 7 minutes for this movie, and to like compose such good pieces in that amount of time, because the pieces aren't that long. The longest one is the epilogue, because you need that time, and it's about 7.5 minutes or so, and so every other piece is like 2 minutes, 1 minute and a bit, so it's like really small chunks.
That's all you need.
Yeah, and I really like the pacing of this, because it's not like so much, oh yeah, it's a musical, but like there's really these big gaps in it where it's just like nothing. There is music, but it's not musical style,
Yeah,
so it just turns into a regular story, and then you get back into it a little bit. It's really, I think, maybe the first 15 minutes where it's like, well, you start off strong with an actual musical number, and then it goes on a little bit. Then you get the Mia's like apartment and her roommates musical number, and then I believe
there's like 4 numbers in the first, let's say, 40 minutes.
Yeah, something
and then
like
it
that.
just like stops being a musical until the very end, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah, it's like you got, it's the Lovely Night where it's both of them, where it's like, what a waste of a lovely night. And then after that, it's City of Stars. And then from there on, all the way till the end, pretty much. It's just, there's no more musicalness, I don't think.
wow.
Yeah. I feel like people always say like, oh, but it's a musical. It's like, yes, it's a musical, but like,
It doesn't feel like it.
it doesn't feel like a musical.
No.
It's not like something like Les Mis, right? Where they're constantly in song. Like, that's a musical. This is like a musical, but the fact that the music plays such a big role in the actual story kind of takes you out of the musical mindset, I guess, is how I would best describe it.
Yeah, rather than like use like you said in Les Mis, just like a bunch of songs over,
Which makes sense. It's a Broadway musical.
Yeah,
but
exactly. But like rather than sing the story, it's more that it just adds an extra layer to what was being told or not told in the story. So that's why it's good.
Heartbreaking. Just
Yeah.
pure pain.
Indeed.
We should end the episode so I can go listen to it right now. Like constantly.
Instantly clicks play.
Yeah, 100%. No, yeah, it's just great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys should, we should all invest in a piano, a forgotten popcorn piano, and then we'll learn it.
At the end of every like episode we do, it just plays one part of the music.
We should do that. We should invest in a piano and play movie themes.
That'd be fun.
That could be cool. That could be
Crazy.
cool.
That'd be nuts. All right. I think we said our piece for the pieces. The scores.
Well put.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Any last little words?
La La Land is a terrifying horror film.
Yeah.
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 Indeed.
Not a fun watch.
I
A
had
fun
fun.
watch, but
It's
yeah.
a fun watch, but then the end.
Yeah.
And then the end, anyways.
Yeah.
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 Check out our older video.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit more about it.
Yeah. Check out the other episodes on the channel and subscribe if you're new. And we will see you guys in the next one.